And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! 8, read. Recon, 132 fighter.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check three, check three, check three. Check.
Now.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Cross the pass.
Ready.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Matchbox lights.
No. Off.
Head up.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Head up. The 60 outlaw. The 80 weapon.
Shoot. Watch the
Sight. Let go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
15 line.
Cut. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Switch.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the gun, it's Manning. He's going to air one out. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Hey, Delta.
White 2.
Topper.
It's outfield. Hey, it's out of bounds.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, dude.
We got 3. Mike 3.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this.
Hey. Look at me. Zipper.
3. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Go.
Mike 3. Combo. Yeah. You don't want none.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, high 7.
play action. They'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Switch gears, switch gears. Out, 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 out. Tight off.
On second down, Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike, 55.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and the return will stop right around the 25. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On second down, Elliott. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Cooper's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Dixon complete. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. This is Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete.
The first down pass. Complete to Amari Cooper.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. Jump.
X3, 218, chop.
Check 99, check 99.
5.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check.
2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
70, Indy. Jet bomber.
Here we go.
Hey, orbit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Topper!
Running with Elliott. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Manning trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Go. You draw Corker.
Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Ready, go. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Here goes. 18 Gator.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm trying to collect. Switch.
Now.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On 1st down, Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Down. 70. Indy.
Walk 54. I don't think you got it, son. Chance.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Come on,
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike 54. Go.
6-6. Pull it high.
Bang. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Shotgun now for Manning. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Let's go, baby.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
47-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 yards.
Ready? Check it backer. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, 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 hey.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
5.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Check, 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 check.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
61, Matchbox Lights. Hard, hard.
Hatchet, hatchet.
Speak them, speak them.
10th carry now for Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. So successfully.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Greystone, Travis.
Mike 3. And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Hey, Delta.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Snap.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
36, 36.
They'll run with Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, Zoo.
We got it. Hey, check, Mike.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Straight pass.
Yo, they go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Wrap. Tighten up.
Topper.
Mike 50. It's going to be a long day.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Undercut. General West. Hey, Echo. Hit it.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Got it.
55. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
This team showed up. Shoot. Check nickel.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Oh, you got deep? He's crazy.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 31. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Oh, yeah.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Go, go.
They'll run with Barkley.
They had to convert there on fourth down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Snap.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Go
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hey, high 7.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, exit.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
A 56-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Dallas, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.